Hello and welcome back to day 21 of the Stardew Valley Min-Max and Perfection Guide. Looks like we have a neutral luck day on our hands today, and Emily is greeting us right here. We're going to just skip over that and get started. So today's a little bit of a shorter video, but we're only doing just one day because I'm going to have most of the footage not sped up because I'll be really going through what I'm doing in Cavern, um, sharing all the strategies and tricks that I'm using, uh, but we'll get to that very soon. Right now we have to make a few more sprinklers just in case, because I just want to be 100% sure after we harvest our next kale harvest that we have enough farming XP. So this time, instead of buying 70 kale seeds, which should be plenty, I'm going to buy 80. So I just or place a few more sprinklers just to be sure. Now, we're going to speed run, go through all of our mail. We have had quite the mail stash build up, but we go through that. Hopefully there wasn't anything important that we needed to look at. And we're actually going to do some mushroom farming real quick because we want to wait for Piers to open. Piers doesn't open till 9, so what better way to use our time than to harvest some mushrooms. Mushrooms give a great amount of gold when sold. Purples are worth 250, I believe reds are 75, so, and the quality obviously boosts the sell price, so they're just really good. Right there, I had to throw it out of my inventory because it was full so I could place a staircase. Might have been a waste of stone, but I wanted to get out of here as quick as possible to have more time in Skull Cavern, so it was probably justified. I just need to grab the rest of the mushrooms and then I am gonna get out of here because we need to get to Skull Cavern as soon as possible. It's 9:20, Piers is already open, so we're running a little bit late, but while we were already in there, we might as well grab all the mushrooms we can. I'm gonna drop stuff off back at my farm. Probably didn't need to do that. I probably could have just went straight to Piers, but I grabbed a little bit more things that I'll be able to sell to him. Because remember, I have to always calculate exactly how much gold I need and what to sell, what to keep, all of that good stuff. So as you can see, we sell just enough for 80 kale seeds, and you can see I brought all the kale with. I'm gonna sell most of that because I want to buy the backpack upgrade. Now remember, we want to end with 0 gold, so I'm going to sell just enough to get us that pack upgrade, which is 10,000. And we're also going to need 500 gold for the bus ticket because I'm going to hold on to my desert warp totems while it's already past like 9 or 10 o'clock when Pam gets to the bus. We might as well just, spend the bus rather than waste our geodes on a totem. And right there you can see I perfectly timed giving Jody the cauliflower for her quest. That's just a quest that you'll always get in the first month of spring from Jody. And just claim a little bit of gold from it, because why not? And we're planting our kale seeds. Right now I'm hovering my cursor where I am, so I am like in range, like my cursor is in range of where I could place. You have like a placement range. I find that a better strategy later on is hold your cursor somewhere where like the corner of the screen, like way out of range of what you could normally reach, and then if you hold it down it'll just place at your feet, so you can kind of just like run around and place things down. I guess it's really just style, because you could definitely plant things really fast doing it like this way, but I think the other way worked faster for me in the end. And We wasted a little bit of time there trying to plant the rest of the kale seeds. I knew I had 80 slots open, so I knew all of them were down, but as you can see there, I missed some, so I had to find where those 2 extra seeds went, and eventually we did. Now we're gonna head to the bus stop, give Pam some nice gold to take us there, and yeah, it's a little after 12 o'clock, a little bit later than I would have liked. I would have liked to get here a little bit earlier, but again, we got pretty lucky with those mushroom floors, and I didn't really want to restart the day and try to do it faster, because sometimes on those mushroom floors you get unlucky and just don't get any purple mushrooms. So I remember I restarted a few times until I got a decent amount of purple mushrooms. And having that said, now that we have that luck out of the way, anything goes wrong in Skull Cavern, it's going to be devastating, because we don't want to have to redo all of that, like, trial, all of that, like, you know, trials to get good mushroom luck. So today is more of like a it is what it is day. I'm hoping we get a prismatic shard. That would be excellent. I'm hoping we get downfire. I hope we get a lot of iridium, but if not, it is what it is. Tomorrow is going to be a big day. We're going straight to Skull Cavern, spending the whole day there. So tomorrow we're getting a prismatic shard. If we don't get a prismatic shard tomorrow, we are redoing that day until we get a prismatic shard. So yeah, keep an eye out for that one. I recommend subscribing to this channel if you want to see that video when it comes out. It'll come out pretty soon. I've been trying to release videos once or twice a week, trying to do every Tuesday and then also maybe like Friday. So I'm trying to upload 2 of these videos a week, so keep an eye out for those. We got pretty lucky here. We got ourselves a hole on the 4th floor. Only 3 levels, that's the minimum we can get, so the worst luck from the hole. That's fine though. These floors are always nice because a bomb covers most of the floor. The mega bomb pretty much blows up the whole floor, but a regular bomb doesn't really. And some more luck, we got ourselves another hole, so that's cool. You'll see me try to swipe at the serpent and then mine at the same time, which can be a little dangerous, but it maximizes our time, which is always important. And we're not getting much luck. Oh, just as I spoke, we got ourselves another hole. Holes are the best because the faster we get down, the better, because there's more iridium the deeper you go. Every 10 levels there's like a boost in iridium. I feel like you need to get to around floor 40 to start seeing iridium. Of course, you know, any floor like before that you can have a small chance of getting iridium nodes, but I feel like you start to see them pretty often at floor 40, and like floor 70, 80 and above you start to get like a lot of iridium per floor. So our goal is to get, you know, down to that like 60, 70 range and start farming iridium. In this video, this episode, we're not going as hard as, you know, in some of the future Skull Cavern dives, because again, we're only starting at 12 o'clock. When we go hardest, it's going to be when we start, you know, 6 a.m. we warp totem right to the desert, have our coffee, have our spicy eel down, and go super hard, get as much iridium and prismatic shards as we can. So today is more of just a casual run, but there's still some important stuff I do. Like right here, you see I almost die? I am swinging too late. See how many times I got hit there? With my sword, I'm swinging a bit too late, and you see that purple fog? That purple fog means serpents are gonna spawn much more frequently and try to attack us, which can be dangerous once we get the galaxy sword or hammer, you know, we can kill them really fast, but right now we have got not the best sword, so we need to be mindful and careful of that. you'll see down there, in a second, we've got ourselves a mystic node. Now, these are pretty rare. They've got like the little swirls on them, kind of glowy. They give some golden iridium usually, but they have the highest chance of giving a prismatic shard, a 25% chance. So 1 out of 4 times you'll get yourselves a prismatic shard from one of those. We got unlucky, we didn't get one, but that's okay. Actual iridium ore nodes have a 4% chance, or a 1 out of 25 chance of giving a prismatic shard, which is still pretty high, considering the enemies drop it about like less than 1% of the time. So best bet is just iridium nodes because they're so much more common. If you find yourself a mystic node, definitely go for it because that'll be the highest chance. And remember earlier how we had ourselves one of these floors and we had to walk all the way across? Yeah, we're not doing that again. That takes way too much time. So we use a staircase because those floors take just a long time. And speaking of a long time, look at how long it took to kill that slime. We really need ourselves the galaxy sword. It would be really nice to get a prismatic shard so that tomorrow we can get ourselves that sword. Right here you can see I'm swinging just at the right time. You have to swing earlier than you think you would on that. Obviously I got hit once, but you need to swing a little bit earlier when you're facing downwards. Right here, a little bit earlier. Right there I swung too late. And yeah, with the slimes, they take forever to kill with this weapon, so only try to kill them if you've got them against the wall, and even then they take a bit of a long time, so they're usually best to ignore. I should have went for the coal cart on that level. I think there was a coal cart that I ignored. Always go for the coal cart because it's just free coal, and coal is really valuable. Another, or maybe the first iridium node? Well, here's another iridium node anyway. No prismatic shard, unfortunately, but again, iridium is the money maker, so we want a lot of iridium. Right now, we want a prismatic shard as soon as possible, but we just have to get lucky for that. And this floor is quite a bother. We are mining almost all of the rocks on the floor and nothing, and we're compensated with a hole, so 8 levels is good. Anything above like 7 I find to be lucky. 3 to 4 to 5 just seems a little bit low. I think you can get up to 11 levels, 13 levels, maybe even 15, like super lucky, but I'm not too sure. I know I've seen 13 before. I feel like I've seen 15 before, but I can't recall. I guess we'll see later on in this run, see what the highest amount is. Cherry bombs, I don't think cherry bombs are worth it. They cost 1 coal, 4 copper. Regular bombs cost 4 iron, 1 copper, and they have like twice the radius of explosion almost. Cherry bombs just kind of aren't that good. We want to use our copper for other things, and I mean obviously we want to use our gold and iron for sprinklers and stuff, but I just think bombs are a little bit more worth it. But even having that said, they use coal. Now our coal is valuable to us, so we want to minimize using coal. Now here we go, we're starting to get good floors. A lot of iridium here, a few gold nodes, that's always good. But mega bombs, we don't have them yet, but once we unlock mega bombs, they cost gold and a solar essence and a void essence, which it might seem more expensive at first, but actually right now we're getting a lot of that monster loot. We get a lot of gold, but we're short on coal. So I'm going to do mainly crafting mega bombs once we unlock them. Right now we kind of have to make do with cherry bombs and regular bombs because we aren't a high enough mining level yet, but that'll change very shortly. And out of all those iridium nodes, no prismatic shard, but let's check out this one. And I tried to do something that I've done in multiplayer before with my friends, where you mine something at the same time or blow something up at the same time as you mine it, and it duplicates your drops from it. But unfortunately, I don't know if it works in single player, but I'll just like, maybe I'll try to blow it up at the same time as I mine it. Maybe I'll get 2 prismatic shards or something. But obviously, it did not work. Or maybe my timing was off, I don't know. And gonna make some bombs because there's a lot of rocks on this floor. Not as much iridium, but this layout of floor is one of my favorites. I always find there's a lot of rocks and ore nodes on this floor. There's also usually a lot of mummies, which later on we'll be able to kill very easily and then blow up. But as you can see right now, they take a few hits, so I'm gonna mostly avoid them. But if they're in my way, I'll try to kill them, and if there's rocks nearby, I'll blow them up. The mummies will drop solar essences and have a chance at dropping cloth. Cloth we can sell for a decent amount of money. So it's not the worst. Serpents. I like killing serpents because they drop spicy eel. They'll be our main source of spicy eel right now. And if we run out, we can trade in rubies at the desert trader for more spicy eel. Slimes give iridium pretty often and just some other random ores and stuff. The crabs will drop crab cakes pretty often, and of course iridium ore very often because they're disguised as an iridium ore node, so makes sense that they'll drop them. But yeah, oh yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but I picked up an artifact trove. That's new to the 1.5 update. They give they're just like a sort of like a geode, but you trade geodes in for them from the desert trader, and they have a unique drop pool consisting mainly of artifacts, but they also sometimes have like golden pumpkins and treasure chests and other like stuff like that that the only point is to sell for money, but they sell for quite a bit of money, so that's the main reason I'll be using those for, using the geode predictor to find those. And we have ourselves another hole here. It's getting pretty late. We're at floor 60, so we're starting to get a bit more iridium. I'm gonna try to use bombs because right now with our gold pickaxe it takes a few hits to mine the iridium ore nodes. These iridium bats are quite dangerous. You let them hit you, they do quite a bit of damage. A lot more damage than like a serpent or anything else would. They are a bit slow, so they're pretty easy to avoid. They're pretty easy to kite with your sword. So in that regard they're not too dangerous, but you let them hit you and they do quite a bit of damage. We're about to hit the end of the run. It looks like we're coming up on 2 AM. We're gonna see if we can, look at that, 34 damage from a single hit from the iridium bat. Quite a bit of damage there. We're gonna see if we can kill this iridium bat before the end of the day, because they drop iridium ore pretty frequently. They also drop battery packs, which is really nice, and sometimes energy tonics. So their drops are pretty good. Solar essence too, that's not bad. We're passing out now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. It's gonna be a good one. We level up our farming, we level up mining, we can craft mega bombs now, which is great. Again, thanks for watching, and see you next time.